I'm just going to move this slightly over. I must have my everything in a slightly different place this morning. Anyway, hope you can see me okay. Hello. I hope you've had a good weekend and you're feeling all right and mad for it this morning. Not mad for it, but you know what I mean. Just like ready to go. So we have got 30 minutes of exercise this morning. This is 30 minutes to make you move more. And if you're doing it on a Monday, it's Move More Monday. And if you're doing it at any other time in the week, then it's just move a bit more. All right. So the aim of this is to mobilize all the joints. We're going to increase the heart rate, not too much, but just enough to make you feel like you're walking up a hill, like we're walking up a hill, something like that. So it's completely low impact. We're not bouncing around this morning, okay? All right, so, and then we'll do some strength work, we'll do some balance work, and we'll do some stretching. All right, okay, so it's all just designed to make us move a bit more. All right, so 30 minutes. So well done for coming. Well done for finding us. And I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute session. Are you ready? Steady. So bring your feet in so the hip width apart, and you can start with a march. Now, remember, you can do this sitting down if you would rather. All right, so please do. If you feel like you're just like, no, I'm going to sit down and do it. It's not necessarily easier. It's just slightly easier on our balance, you know, if you're doing it sitting down. I don't think it's easier on your thighs or on your back, all right? So it's not the easy option, it's just an option. So, you know, just see how you feel. You might be holding on to something this morning. You might be having a chair in front of you, or you might have your counter like me at the side. You know, do whatever suits you. Just try and get yourselves moving this morning, all right? That's it. So you're using your arms if you can, using your legs as well. Now, whilst you're marching, start to tune in to your body. All right, so tune in to feeling about where your shoulders are. Are they over your hips? That's it. Those hips, that's it, just over the line of those ankles as well. You could imagine, if you like, a big sort of plumb line maybe going from your top here down to just in between your ankles, and it's a nice straight line. All right, there'll be some sort of bumps and curves on the way, but basically you've got a nice straight line upwards. That's it. All right, let's slow our feet down, whether you're sitting or standing. Slow them down now and take them so they're a bit wider. All right, so this is our usual thing. We're going to start with mobilizing the joints. Let's start with your shoulders. Let's go. Shoulders up, shoulders down, and again, shoulders up, shoulders down. That's it. So loosen off those shoulders. That's it. Get them moving up to your ears and back down. Brilliant. Now let's give them a roll. Ready? Let's go. Forwards up, back and down. Wonderful. Forwards up, back and down. If you do nothing else, then that's great that you've done this. All right. If you can stay with me for a bit longer, please do. All right, relax down now. Now relax those arms, relax the shoulders, turn your head one way, come back to the middle, turn your head the other way, and then come back to the middle, and then do that again. Ready? So you're going side to side, just mobilizing our necks. Great. And let's do one more time each side. Ready? So look one way, come back to the middle, look the other way, come back to the middle. Wonderful. All right, now your feet are nice and wide here. So can you just sway from side to side? So you're bending one knee, then bending the other knee. Just gently. All right, so nothing too hectic. Don't hurt your knees. All right, so just sway from side to side. I want you to keep your heels on the floor. That's it. So you're just moving side to side. Hold on if you need to. That's it, side to side. Lovely. Good. Brilliant. All right, you can stop there. Let's do a bicep curl. Fists to shoulders and down, fists to shoulders and down. So you're just moving through those elbows. Let me come to the side look. So elbows are glued in at the waist, okay? That's it. 2 more. 1 more. Brilliant. And stop there. All right, let's do a side bend now. So let's go side to the middle and side to the middle. Do that again. Off you go. Side. Good. And side. Now, try and lean in a straight line. All right, so you know what to do. You've got to try and pull those shoulders back and down. I was just turning to the side. You don't have to. As if just so that you know that we are leaning in a straight line. So it's not forwards or backwards. That's it. Last one. Brilliant. And you can stop there. Excellent. Take your arms out in front now, just in line with the shoulders. Pull your right or left elbow backwards and look over that shoulder. Come back to the middle. Pull back, look over your shoulder, come back to the middle. Do that again. Ready? So you go pull, there. Let me see you look. Pull, and there. 2 more each side. All right? Lovely. 1 more time each side. Off you go. There. And then the other side. Lovely. And then you can stop, put your hands on your hips, and let's circle those hips around. Around you go. Around you go. That's it. Good. Good. Good, 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 good. Lovely. That's it. Circle them around. Circle them around. That's great. Good. Lovely. Move those hips. Move those hips. Terrific. Let's go the other way. Off you go. Go. Round you go. And round you go. All right. This is great. So just moving through those hips. Excellent stuff. Beautifully done there. Lovely. All right. Come on back here into the middle. Let's walk those feet in and let's march again. Off you go. Swing your arms. So make that march a little bit bigger now if you can. That's good. So the elbows are moving backwards, lifting the knees. To remember that lovely upright posture. Remember that sort of plumb line if you can. If that helps you imagine that you're lovely and tall, you can imagine that. And things to think about with your posture is pulling in gently through those abs, squeezing the bum cheeks together a bit so your hip flexors lengthen. That's it. Squeezing the shoulder blades back a bit more so your chest lifts. That's good. And looking sort of up. That's it. Look forwards, not down. Yeah, great stuff. Slow it on down. Let's work on these knees. All right. So slow it on down. Bring your heels up towards your bottom. Off you go. So you can hold something or not. All right. Don't mind. And do this heel towards your bottom at a speed that suits you. All right. So it's heels up towards your bottom. Some people like to take it a bit wider. If you like that sort of movement, you go with that. That's it. Yeah, it's up to you. Just see how your balance feels today. It may be better just to keep it here, and that is fine too. All right, so I want you to do what works for you. All right, so remember, this is your 30-minute workout. All right, so thank you very much for coming and doing it with me. All right, but I want you to do it at a pace and an intensity that suits you today. All right, stop there. Let's bring your knees up towards your chest. So try that movement now. Knees towards the chest. Let me turn to the side, look. So what I want you to do is stand up tall. So not to bring your chest down, lift up. So you're really working those hip flexors there. That's it. And giving that bum muscle a bit of a stretch. Good. Great. That's it. So doing what we can here with those knees, holding on if you need to. That's good because there's a bit of a balance challenge getting your knees up that high. Well done. Well done. Now that's probably raised the intensity a bit. So ease it down and do a march again. All right, everybody. Well done. Well done. Last bit, all right, is ankles. So we're going to do heel and toe for your ankles. So slow it on down and hold on because you don't need to worry about your balance for this one. It's heel and it's toe and it's heel and it's toe. 2 more. Heel and toe. 1 more. Heel and toe and stop. Change sides. You can hold something again. It's heel and toe, or you can put your hands on your hips if you want to just really think about your balance a bit more this morning. Well done. But the aim of this is to mobilize your ankle. So hold on if you feel wobbly. All right. Wonderful. 1 more time. Lovely. You can stop there and then you can march again. Off you go. All right. So now then, that is our mobility done and our bit of warm up. All right, now we're going to move into making ourselves breathe a bit more heavily than usual, okay? So in order to do this, we need to make the movements bigger. All right, so more sort of unusual, I guess. Yeah, so that's it. So you challenge yourself. That is all it is, all right? You've just got to challenge yourself to go a little bit bigger, to increase the intensity, but do it gradually. All right, do it gradually. If you feel like you're like, oh no, I've gone too fast, too quickly, just slow it down. Don't stop, just slow it down. Keep moving. Keep moving more. on a Monday. Or whenever. That's good. This is great. This is really good. All right, you can slow your feet down. So we're going to change now into toe taps to the side. Toe taps to the side, toe taps to the side. Now, you can go at my speed. You can do a slower speed. You can hold on. Lovely. All right, good. So we've got our toes out to the side. Great. Now, I want you to tap the toes slightly on a diagonal now. So I want you to tap on a diagonal, tap on a diagonal. So it's just slightly different on those hips. Lovely. Very nice. Good. On a diagonal again, but towards the back. So imagine it's like a 4 o'clock and a 7 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good. Great. Now, let's do that again, but with some arms. So out to the side again. So you're sort of 3 and 9 o'clock. And we'll do the same arms. Good. Now then, if this feels tough on your shoulders, bring the arms down. If it feels tough on your intensity, bring the arms down. If you are feeling like you're feeling all right in your shoulders and you want to make the movements bigger, you go for it. So you can feel that your heart rate has raised. You've got a bit hotter. That's it, as those muscles are working. Take nice deep breaths to get the oxygen in. You've got to breathe more deeply to get them out to those working muscles. All right, on that diagonal, let's say it's about 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Ready? Here we go. The arms go forwards, go forwards, go forwards. Lovely. And I'll tell you what you could do if you're feeling like you can imagine a clock face. Make the hands point to 12 and 2 and 12 and 11. How's that? Okay. Now, once again, if your arms feel sore on your shoulders, bring them down. All right, lovely. Okay, so can we go off in a diagonal behind us now? So it's what, would you going to do 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock? When you're ready? Now then, can you make the arms point again? That's it, that's good, that's good. Now you can make them point the same way as the legs if you want to. You can do it like that, that's fine. I just changed them, could you tell? It took me a while to work it out. I don't mind what you're doing with your arms. All right, just get them moving if you can. Yes, great. Lovely. So the arms are telling the time as well as the legs. All right, let's march again. Ready, steady. Here we go. All right, now 3 marches and a tap and a clap. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Well done. It's 1, 2, 3. Now, hopefully, I'm not going too fast. If I am, slow it down, and that is fine. All right, good. I just want you to be in a bit of a rhythm. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What you're doing is what you're doing, and that is great. Lovely. Good. How are you feeling intensity-wise? All right, let's do a couple more of these sort of with your intensity relatively high, and then we'll slow it down. Okay, so we are almost there, everybody. We are almost there. Let's take a step to the side. Ready? Let's go. Step side and side and side and side. Okay, now then, arms. I want you to have a go at pushing them forwards. Ready? So both go forwards at shoulder height. Both go forwards at shoulder height. Both go forwards at shoulder height. Lovely. If you'd rather have the hands away from you and onto a chair or onto the counter, that is fine. Good. Now then, those arms are going forwards. Can you try and take the arms up to the ceiling now? You ready, steady? So you go up and down, up and down. And again, go at a speed that suits you. Good. Lift. Lift. Good. Good. Well done. So this is really hard on the intensity. So you'll feel your heart rate come up now. All right. So breathe, breathe, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. Wonderful. Last one before we ease it down, okay? This is big march, all right? So we're going to march for 10, big, and then we're going to ease it down. Ready, steady, and here we go. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, arms swinging. 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, but don't stop. Slow it down, but don't stop. Give your arms a wiggle, give your legs a wiggle, grab a drink if you need one now. I don't know why I'm talking in rhythm there. So ease it down, ease it down, ease it down. All right, everybody. Thinking about some strength and some balance now. All right. We're going to do some forward lunges, but not too big. All right. I want you to step forwards and step back. Now, just make sure you can see my legs. We're stepping forwards, stepping back. So actually a fairly shallow forward lunge, because I want you to go around in that clock face again. So I want you to imagine a clock face in front of you, and imagine you've got your numbers 12, 9 and 3, and 6 at the bottom. All right, so we're just sort of on 12 at the moment. Now also picture those numbers in between, like 11 and 2. All right, 4 and 7. All right, so what I'd like you to do is step towards the number 11 and the number 2. All right, so you're just doing that shallow lunge, just working through those knees and working through the angle of the hips. All right, so you just start at ever so small. Great. Now I want you to go out now with this lunge, with a shallow lunge to 3 and 9. Ready? So you do shallow lunge, keep the hips facing forwards. Shallow lunge, okay? Shallow lunge. Now, I want your knees to go out in the line of the ankles, all right? So just take care of them, all right? Because if you feel sore in the knee, just try and keep the knee from bending too much, all right? So I don't want this to be painful. I want this to be movement, all right? So where there is pain, there is no gain. Trust me. So don't do it. Just this, the idea of this is to keep us moving, to keep things oiled. That's it. Now, can you think now about, what should we say, 4 and 7, something like that? That'd be all right? Maybe 4:30. 7:30. All right, so you're just going out behind you, and both knees are slightly spongy. Does that make sense? It's sort of slightly spongy. So something that's going to get you, you know, just sort of that little bit of movement in the knee and the hips. Just thinking about where your hips go. That's it, those hips, those like femurs going out. There, good. Let's just go for 6 o'clock now. Or maybe it's 6:30 and 5:30. Can you picture it? All right, so it's good to see if you can picture like a nice big clock and you're standing in the middle. Now, we're tall, all right? We're tall. And you've just got those spongy knees, spongy knees, spongy knees. All right, now then, let's try and get those knees so they're a bit straighter now. All right, so I want you to stand up tall and lengthen through those knees. Now I want you to come up onto those toes. Ready? So lift up onto those toes and keep the knees lovely and straight. Then drop those heels down. Now do that again. Ready? So you come up onto the toes, balancing there, and ease it down. So can you feel those knees are lovely and straight? They're in line with the hips. You're coming up onto those toes. You're dropping the heels down. Bring your shoulders back and down, pulling through those abs. Look forwards. Balance on the toes. Drop yourself down. Lovely. Again, up onto those toes. Lift those heels. Good. And drop yourself down. Now feel the control that you've got in your ankles now, because we've been practicing this, haven't we, for, gosh, nearly a year on Move More Monday. Oh dear, if you haven't been doing it for a year, you can find them all online. They're all slightly different every week. Otherwise, what would be the point? All right, they're just sort of slightly different, but they're all sort of in a, you know, slightly similar kind of vein where we've got a bit of intensity, a bit of strength, a bit of balance. I hope you feel better. I think I do. It's hard to know, isn't it, when you, because how would we feel if we hadn't done it? We'd feel worse. That's what we'd feel, worse. All right, let's do one more. All right, great. And then you can stop. Now, give those legs and calves a wiggle out, because you've probably got a bit of lactic acid in those calves now, you know, where they sort of work really hard in that one range of movement. So just ease them out. That's it. And get the lactic acid just sort of dispersing. All right. Now, I want us to do another one where we think about lengthening out those knees. All right. This is going to be squat and stand. All right. So we're going to do 10 squats. So hold something. It's quite nice to hold something, but if you don't want to and you want to focus on your balance, that's fine too. So we lift up tall. You pull in through those abs, squeeze your bum together, and just feel your feet in line with those hips. All right. So I want you to tune in to your body. So this is just not just about doing the repetitions. We're thinking about it. We're making the mind-body connection. Here we go. Ready? Down you go with that squat. Now stand up tall. Now think about the end of the range of movement. Lengthen here, stand up. Here we go. 2. Ready? Lengthen, stand, pull in. And again, let's go for 3. And stand up. Lengthen here, lengthen. Lovely. And number 4. Brilliant. Feel free to hold on. Be up lovely and tall. Get your arms down by your side as you stand. So I'm just popping them on my thighs just so I can feel them working. And then as I come up here, I'm drawing the arms back so the chest lifts. Let's go again. Ready? Nice smooth movement. And I want you to really extend through those legs. Don't lock them out, but straighten them up. And again, ready? So we're going down, weight in those heels. Stand up, lengthen and straighten, but don't lock them out. Good. So we're trying to get to the range of movement here. So not too low that you open up your knees too much. But lengthen here, hip flexors, bottom, chest, shoulders, neck. How many have we got left? All right. Should we say 2 more? I'm going to be honest with you. I've lost count. So let's do 1 more. So hopefully I haven't either 1 shortchanged you or 2 made you do more than I said we would at the beginning. All right. Ease that off. And again, give those legs a bit of a wiggle out. Lovely. Okay. Let's do another balancing one. We're going to try and balance on 1 leg. So find a support, hold on to it to start with, put your weight just on the 1 leg, and you might find that your hip drops a bit, but look, you don't have to. You can stay tall. You can just sort of gently move your weight onto that 1 foot. See the difference? You can move here, or you can drop the hip, but I want you to do what suits you and what suits your hip. You know, you can sort of feel it. All right. Okay. We're balancing for 5 seconds on that 1 leg. All right. Ready? So you bring your heel back up towards your bottom. You look forward, stand tall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your foot down and wiggle your hips again. Lovely. Let's try the other side now. You ready? So weight on that 1 leg. Soften off the knee if you need to. You can make that a little bit spongy. Make sure you've got your weight, ideally for you, on that 1 hip. So you pull the foot back, you stand tall, you look forwards to something that isn't moving, and you're staying there confidently for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then you put that foot down. Well done, and give it a wiggle out again. All right, we're going to hump and hollow now. You can either hump and hollow on the floor on your hands and knees, or you can hump and hollow holding onto the back of your chair or your counter. So with me, do 1. Actually, no, watch this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hips under and push back. Watch 1 more time, because I want you to do hips under and arch your spine, and then hips back and out you go. All right, now if you want to, you can do this on hands and knees on the floor. So just have a rest if you're doing it standing. Or you can carry on actually, can't you? It's your workout. If you want to come down onto the floor, now is the time to do it. You take a step forward with your strong leg. You use your support to just ease yourself down onto that 1 knee. I probably should have said this at the beginning, shouldn't I? We're coming down onto the floor. But you don't have to. All right, so remember, it is your workout. So you do what suits you. All right, so we're humping and hollowing, whether you're standing, sitting, or on the floor with me. All right, here we go. We are. Got your shoulders over those wrists. We're going to hump the spine up to the ceiling. And we're going to hollow it out and look up. All right, so now then, things to think about as you're doing this. Try and keep the arms straight. Try and keep your weight still over those wrists as much as you can. So try not to move anything else, just your spine and your hips. And as you're moving your spine, you can, if you like, use your head to like just use the very top part of your spine. See how you're feeling in your neck. That might not be comfortable to look up to the ceiling. If it's not comfortable, don't worry. Remember, where there is pain, there is no gain, so don't do it. This is just about maintaining what we have, all right, and just trying to move with it, trying to oil the joints. That's it. We're making the most of what we've got. That's it. Good, lovely stuff. So you should hopefully be feeling that spine moving, hips moving, keeping your weight over those wrists. You are brilliant. Shall we do one more? Because you might have done quite a lot of these now if you started right at the very beginning where I did it standing. All right. Okay. And stop. Great. Now then, give your wrists a bit of a wiggle out. All right, now this is the final one here on hands and knees or standing. All right, this is pulling in your abdominals and letting them go out again. All right, so I want you to, and you can be standing doing this as well. All right, I'd like you to feel your spine, just get in touch with it, feel it, picture your belly button, and I want you to draw the belly button into your spine, wherever you are, and then let the belly button go out again. Now go again. Try and not to hold your breath. So can you pull the belly button in and take a couple of breaths with that belly button pulled in? So take a couple of breaths. So you haven't just like sucked in. You're just sucking in the stomach muscles while still breathing, and let it go again. Should we do two more? Ready? So you're pulling in. As a rule, I don't like to draw attention to my stomach, but for this, you might have to look at it. All right, so there. And ease it out. So I hope you can feel it. You probably can't see very much of me if you're looking at me. I'm just sort of pulling in through those abs, pulling in, pulling the stomach button towards your spine, still breathing, and then letting it go. And if you're doing it across gravity like this, it's just a bit harder than if you're doing it standing. But it's still really, really useful to do it standing as well. Shall we stand up? So take your time as you come. Take your strong leg in front of you. Tuck your toes underneath. Use those arms, all right? So use everything to help you, because I know this is really tough on the knees, this, isn't it? Because they're in that really sort of big right angle position. And that's what makes it hard. They've really opened up. You're brilliant. All right. We're going to stretch. So stand up tall, take your feet wide. Take your arms out to the side, palms out. Take them up to the ceiling in a nice big stretch. And then take them all the way down and out. And let's go again. Ready? So I want you to breathe out. No, breathe in. Here. And then you can breathe out. On the way back down. Let's take one hand in front of you, palm down towards the floor. Take it across your chest and then pull it back so you give your shoulder a stretch. How are you doing this morning? You can relax that down. Do the other side, in front, across, pull it across. You could do it every day, couldn't you? Oh, sorry, waking up with me. But it's your workout, isn't it? It's, pop your hands on your bottom, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Whatever works for you is the thing. Really all I'm doing is this piece of motivation. You're doing it. All right. That's all it is. You're doing the hard work. So don't forget that. This is you and your efforts. All right. You can relax. Let's put one hand onto one shoulder. Push your elbow up and let the hand creep on down in between your shoulder blades. Now we do these stretches every week or every day if you want to do it every day, because they're really, really good for our range of movement. And just as we get older, our muscles do get less flexible. All right, so it's really, really important to keep going through these ranges of movement. Relax down on the other side. All right, so we've got to keep battling it, haven't we? Keep battling our metabolism that slows down. Our flexibility that gets tighter with age. All right, we've just got to keep doing it. Got to keep going. All right, good. And then you can relax. Hamstrings. All right, so this one is you take one foot in front of you, not too far. It doesn't need to be a huge step. All right, and then I want you to imagine that you're sitting down on a chair and your bottom goes up towards the ceiling. Let me turn to the side so that you can see me. So the bottom goes up, all right, and you're stretching out that hamstring there. Think about those hips as they tilt up towards the ceiling. Think about your spine so it's lovely and straight. You are brilliant. And then you come on up and take that leg in and then you change legs, all right? So I've just turned to the side so you can see me. So I hope that's okay. You can hold on if you want to. Remember, this is your workout and your stretch, and we all feel slightly differently in our hamstrings. You might find that it's better to have your toe up. All right, it's up to you. My hamstrings are relatively flexible now because I've been doing these hamstrings. It's just the way I'm made. All right, so your hamstring stretch might look different to mine, and that is fine. As long as you can feel it in that big muscle in the hamstring, in the back of the thigh, that is basically all you need to do. Calf stretch now. Are you ready? So you've got toe down, heel, and then bend that front knee. This is such a strong stretch, isn't it, for our calves? And it's really, really good for our stride length. You know, it keeps that stride length nice and confident. Remember, these calves get much tighter with age, so our stride length shortens. We want to keep them lovely and big. Take fewer strides, less work. Let's do the other side. All right, so you push your heel down, you bend that supporting knee, you feel that stretch in the calf. Oh, well done, everybody. Well done. I hope this was all right for you this morning. Thank you very much for coming and doing it, keeping me company in my garage. All right, good. Very well done. We are done. You can go and get a well-earned coffee and maybe even a biscuit. Or water, I should say the right thing, water. Water and fruit. Have a lovely day, everybody. See you soon. Bye.